Hey, my name's Steve and welcome to the Seaside Allotment channel, and I'm in my back garage today and planting tomatoes, the first batch. I'll plant another batch next week probably. So I'll just sort of show you around. So the process obviously starts with the compost, and in my case I'm using this Levington's F2 seed and modular compost. I've been using that for a while. I do generally like it, although sometimes there is a problem with it just being too loose, and some of the modules, when you push them out, do tend to break up a little bit unless there's a lot of really good root growth. Obviously ideally you would always have lots of root growth, but occasionally you do need to pot on before that stage. But other than that, it's really good. So I'll just fill a tray, and in the case of tomatoes I'm just making a very small, kind of half a nail depth indentation, and this is what I'm planting. So this is just a nice range of different tomatoes. These two are going in the greenhouse, in the polytunnel. I've got some more that I'm planting next week, but I'll show you those then. And then the rest of them are going on the patio outdoors. I do like outdoors grown tomatoes. I'm really happy with them. That's another one that's probably going to be grown in the polytunnel on one of the benches, because it's a dwarf variety. And I might pop some in hanging baskets or in tubs in the polytunnel as well, just to get them a little bit early. And then I'll also be planting a late batch of cherries that hopefully will last me right up to the first frost. So I will get on with this and I'll show you where I'm growing them. So that's everything potted up. I just sprinkle a little bit of compost on the top and then rub it over with my hands. I've got some warm water from the house, and I'll just give these a bit of a soak. Actually, this compost is very dry, so I'm giving them a fairly good amount of water. Right, there we go. And these are going to go into one of my grow light chambers, and they're going to go in here with the peppers, and that's my little thermometer, so let's just pop them in there. And then I'm going to keep the little thermometer in here, so I'll stick it there for now. Now, it's absolutely key for me to have this on top. It keeps the humidity up in there, but it makes it warmer. My grow lights have got some infrared bulbs in them. You can see that there's a mix of red and blue light bulbs, LED bulbs, and the infrared ones obviously provide some heat. Unfortunately I don't have any bottom heat available to me because my my heated mat has failed me, but I do have this little sort of insulated chamber, and I have this mylar blanket which comes down over the grow lights, and it reflects the heat and the light back into the grow light cabinet, and it seems to work really well. It does increase the heat quite a lot, and I'm guessing it also increases the light levels and makes them a bit more even because it is quite reflective. I'm actually considering putting 2 blankets down because these blankets are really cheap. I've got a whole load of them, and I think they're about £1 each or something like that, and they seem to be quite robust So I'm really pleased with those. I'll just show you the thermometer and the temperature that it's reached in a minute. And now I'm going to get on with planting the indoor cherry tomatoes. So at risk of stating the obvious, I get my Levington's seed and modular compost out, and I stack it up here, and I break up all the lumps, and then I get my tray, and this one is from Wilco, and fill it up. I fill it up before I put it in this tray, and I do that so I don't get any compost in the main tray. Just fill it up like this. Hopefully this doesn't take too long for the video. And I do like to compress it down a little bit, because I find that this compost breaks up when you take the plugs out if you don't compress it a little bit. So I will just kind of stick my fingers in a little bit, and you can see how much it compresses. It's very loose, this compost. And then I will refill. But I won't fully compress it down again second time. What I'll do is just give it a bit of a tap, and then I'll just make the indentations for the tomatoes, which is again just about half a nail depth, not very much at all. Like this. Okay, I'll get on with that. And there we go, that's all the indeterminates done. And I did just pop in some Gardener's Delight as well, because I got some for free. And we normally just grow cherries, but I thought I'd just grow a few full-sized ones. And I just move the compost in. Oops, just rub it off with my hands like that. So that's all done. And then again, just the lukewarm water. And that's it, we're all done. So that's going back in its little cosy home.